My name is Albert.
My name is Mark.
You are listening to Follow Your Story Podcast Season 2. Starring the students of Ray Graham Training Center High School.
In Chicago.
With production support for After School Matters and the Creative Impostor Studios.
This is part 2 of one of our favorite topics, money.
In this episode is Charmiane interviewed Ms. Heidi Albert, founder of Money Locker, an organization providing financial literacy and banking resources to teens in Chicago.
In this season, we are exploring bold power and beauty.
Money is us. Enjoying the show.
Hi, my name is Charmiane Joyman. I'm here with Miss Heidi Albert from Money Locker. Thank you for joining us on the podcast. Tell us about your organization.
Our organization helps students learn about money through financial literacy classes and gives them access to bank accounts for teens.
Why did you start this organization?
I was teaching teens about financial literacy, and I realized that they had no place to put into practice what they had learned. It is very difficult for a teen without their parents to open a bank account.
Why we need a bank account? Why can't I cash it at the currency exchange?
So there are 3 reasons why I would prefer people did not use the currency exchange. The first reason is they charge you a fee, and a very high fee for getting your own money. The second reason is because there is no way to save your money. If you cash your check at a currency exchange, you simply have the cash in your pocket, and then most people will spend the money if they have cash in their pocket. And the last reason is that it is dangerous. Carrying cash around is dangerous, and you're more likely to have it stolen or lost. So I prefer you do not use the currency exchange.
What is some ways to be responsible with money?
The first is to open a bank account or a credit union account. A credit union is like a bank account, but it's not for profit. The second is to open a checking account and a savings account. So you can spend some of your money, but you can also save some of your money.
How can you put money in the bank?
So you can either put cash or checks in the bank or credit union if you have an account. There's a few ways these days. You can take your money to the bank and you can deposit it, or you can deposit it at an ATM machine, or the newest way is many banks and credit unions offer remote check capture, which means you can take a picture of your check and deposit it into your bank account using your phone.
Is all money secured when you put it in the bank?
Yes. Most banks and credit unions have insurance up to $250,000 for each account. You simply have to look and make sure a bank has FDIC insurance, or if it's a credit union, they need NCUA insurance. So if there's a fire, a flood, the bank goes out of business, or it's robbed, your money is safe.
What do you need to open a bank account?
Most banks require you to be over 18 or with somebody who is over 18, and you need a social security number and a state ID or a driver's license.
What kind of account and how we decide?
Most banks and credit unions will let you open a savings account and a checking account. And it depends on what you want to do. For a checking account, you use that so you can store your money and spend it. And a savings account, like its name suggests, is for saving money. I would suggest opening both.
How can we save more money?
Well, if you open a savings account and a checking account, you can put your money into your account and sweep some of the money into your savings account. And so when you put money into your savings account, it's less likely that you will spend it.
How can we keep track of our spending?
No one likes this answer, but the best way to keep track of your spending is to write it down. You can write it on your cell phone, you can write it on a piece of paper, and there's a lot of websites that can help you keep track of what you're spending.
What do investing means and how do you learn about it?
It's very important to understand that investing is different than savings, and you should only do investing when you have savings. You want to make sure that you have some money put away, preferably in a bank account, that is for emergencies. Investing is trying to earn more money on your money. It can be in stocks, it can be in bonds, it can be in real estate. Just as you invest in yourself, you can invest in other things like companies. But again, no investments are a sure thing, so you want to make sure that you have some savings put aside.
What is some things we can do when we have more money?
Well, you don't need more money to start savings. Even if you put $1 away every week or every paycheck, you can start saving now. When you get more money, you should make sure you first have emergency savings put aside, and that's 6 to 9 months of living expenses. And then you should start saving for things you want, like houses, vacations, cars. And the last thing you should do when you have more money is you can start investing. You can look at different things. You can look at real estate, like houses or apartments. You can look at the stock market. You can invest in companies. But the key is to make sure you don't put all your money in one place. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket.
What can you do when your friends ask you keep buying you things?
When your friends keep asking you to buy them things, the first thing you can say is no. If that proves difficult, why don't you lend them the money for things that they want? If a friend wants to borrow $5, perhaps you say, I'll lend you the $5.
What do lend means?
Great question. Lending money is basically almost like renting somebody money. You give them money for a period of time, and what they're supposed to do is pay you back the $5 and maybe a little extra, which is interest. So if you lend your friend $5, maybe you say to them, okay, in 2 weeks you owe me back the $5 plus 50 cents because I lent you the money. But make sure you get the money back.
You think money give us power?
Unfortunately, I do in our country. Money gives you the ability to donate to organizations that are important to you. Money gives you the ability to donate to politicians who you agree with. I don't think money brings happiness, but I do think money can help give you a voice in our country.
Where do you think your organization will lead? How can you make a better future for everyone?
I hope when teens are able to learn about financial literacy and have access to teen banking accounts, we will be able to teach them how to spend and save money responsibly. I'm hoping that by showing financial institutions like banks that teens can be good account holders, that it will encourage more banks to let teens open bank accounts. And access to financial literacy and financial inclusion should be available to everyone.
How can you learn about living in Money Locker?
You can learn more about Live It to Learn It and Money Locker by visiting our website, liveittolearnit.org or moneylocker.org.
Anything else you'd like to share with us?
I would encourage you to all try at least to save. Even $1 once a month can add up to a lot of money. You are young, and money in the bank can earn money. So you can make your money work for you. And the lessons you learn when you're young can benefit you later in life. The last thing is, Don't be afraid to ask questions. It's your money and you'll be working for it. So you should understand where it's going.
What's benefit means?
Benefit means good for you.
Thank you for talking with us on the show today.
This episode was due by Charmiane joining and I think I've been back.
You can subscribe to our show on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or Stitcher Radio.
Check us out on the web at poweryourstorypodcast.com.
And on our Facebook and YouTube.
Thanks again for listening.
Peace out.